In every relationship, there are certain signs that indicate whether your partner truly loves and values you. While no relationship is perfect, the way your partner treats you can speak volumes about their emotional investment. If you start noticing patterns of behavior that leave you feeling neglected, unimportant, or emotionally drained, it may be time to take a step back and reflect on the health of your connection. Love should be a source of comfort, trust, and mutual respect. However, when your partner starts displaying signs of emotional distance or disinterest, it can create feelings of confusion and self-doubt. Are they really committed to the relationship, or are you holding on to something that's no longer there? This article will highlight 10 key signs that could indicate your partner doesn't truly love you, even if you think they do. Recognizing these signs early on can help you make informed decisions about your relationship and whether it's worth investing further emotional energy. Understanding the signs of emotional detachment can empower you to protect your heart and prioritize your own well-being. Keep reading to discover what to watch for and how to handle these challenges with confidence and clarity. 1. They avoid spending quality time with you. When someone is truly in love, they value the time spent with their partner. It's natural for couples to have different schedules or commitments, but if your partner consistently avoids spending quality time with you, it can be a major red flag. Avoidance in this context doesn't just refer to physical presence, it also includes emotional withdrawal. One of the key ways love is expressed is through shared experiences and moments of connection. Whether it's through casual activities like cooking together, watching a movie, or having deep conversations, these moments help build and strengthen the bond between two people. If your partner regularly makes excuses to not be with you, such as claiming they're too busy, tired, or have other plans, it can signal a lack of interest or emotional investment. The avoidance may also manifest as spending excessive time with friends, family, or work commitments, with little to no attempt to balance these with time for you. It's one thing to have a busy period, but it's another to consistently choose other things over your relationship. Another form of avoidance can be emotional distance. Even if your partner is physically present, they might seem disengaged, distracted, or uninterested in your feelings, thoughts, or the events in your life. This lack of genuine attention and connection can make you feel lonely, even in the same room. In a healthy relationship, both partners should feel like they are a priority in each other's lives. If you notice your partner frequently avoiding quality time with you, it's important to address it directly. It could be a sign of deeper issues in the relationship, or it might simply indicate that the emotional connection has faded. Either way, understanding the reasons behind this avoidance is key to determining the future of your relationship. 2. They stop communicating or listening. Communication is the foundation of any strong relationship, and it plays a vital role in maintaining connection, trust, and understanding between partners. When your partner stops communicating or listening to you, it can be a sign that they are no longer emotionally invested in the relationship. In the beginning, couples tend to share everything: thoughts, feelings, plans, and experiences, creating a sense of closeness and intimacy. But if your partner suddenly becomes distant or unresponsive, it indicates a shift in the emotional dynamics. This lack of communication may start with small things, like not responding to texts or ignoring calls, but it often escalates into more significant issues, such as avoiding meaningful conversations altogether. Listening is just as important as talking. In a loving relationship, both partners should feel heard and understood. If your partner stops listening to you, they may dismiss your opinions, brush off your concerns, or become disinterested when you try to express your feelings. This lack of engagement can make you feel invisible or undervalued, which can erode your sense of self-worth and emotional security in the relationship. Communication issues can also manifest in arguments. If your partner refuses to engage in a healthy discussion, shuts down during conflict, or consistently avoids talking about important issues, it suggests they're not willing to work through the problems in the relationship. In some cases, this can turn into passive-aggressive behavior, where your partner withdraws emotionally instead of addressing concerns directly. Furthermore, when one partner stops communicating, it leaves the other feeling isolated, confused, and uncertain about where the relationship stands. Over time, this emotional distance can result in a complete breakdown of trust and affection. Healthy communication is essential for maintaining love, so if your partner is no longer willing to listen or converse, it may indicate that they have lost interest or that the relationship is no longer a priority for them. If you're experiencing this, it's crucial to have an honest conversation with your partner about your concerns. Communication can often be repaired with effort from both sides, but if it continues to deteriorate, it might signal deeper issues within the relationship. 3. They don't make an effort to show affection. Affection is a vital part of any romantic relationship. It's how partners express love, care, and emotional connection, whether through small gestures like holding hands or through more intimate actions like cuddling or verbal affirmations. When your partner stops making an effort to show affection, it can indicate a deeper issue in the relationship, often signaling emotional detachment or a lack of investment. In the early stages of a relationship, affection tends to be abundant. Touching, kissing, cuddling, and saying "I love you" are all common ways that couples express their feelings. However, over time, if one partner begins to withdraw from showing affection, it can create a noticeable distance. This withdrawal might not always be immediate or drastic. It often happens gradually, starting with fewer hugs or less eye contact, and eventually, it may extend to not saying "I love you" as frequently, or even at all. A lack of affection can also manifest in non-physical ways. For example, your partner may stop complimenting you, showing interest in your day-to-day life, or offering emotional support during tough times. These small acts of kindness and care are essential for fostering emotional intimacy. If they stop, it can make you feel neglected and unimportant, like your partner no longer values your presence in their life. Additionally, affection plays a key role in maintaining sexual intimacy. If your partner is no longer initiating physical affection or showing an interest in being close to you, it may be a sign that they are emotionally distancing themselves. A lack of physical touch or intimacy can result in a feeling of isolation and loneliness within the relationship, even if you are physically together. Affection is one of the easiest ways to gauge the health of a relationship. When it is absent, it's often a sign that one partner is no longer emotionally available or invested. This lack of affection can be caused by many factors: stress, boredom, unresolved conflicts, or even the fading of feelings. However, regardless of the reason, it's important to address the issue before it leads to further emotional disconnection. If your partner stops showing affection, it's crucial to communicate your feelings with them. Express how the lack of affection makes you feel and see if both of you can work together to rekindle the emotional and physical connection that has been lost. If efforts to reconnect aren't met with a positive response, it may be an indication that the relationship is no longer serving both partners in a healthy way. They are consistently unavailable. In a healthy relationship, both partners should be able to rely on each other, offering support, companionship, and presence when needed. When your partner is consistently unavailable, emotionally, physically, or even mentally, it can create feelings of frustration, confusion, and emotional distance. This pattern of unavailability often signals a lack of investment in the relationship and may indicate deeper issues. Unavailability can manifest in various ways. For example, your partner may be physically absent for long periods of time, either due to work commitments, social events, or other personal obligations, with little effort to make time for you. They may cancel plans repeatedly or show a lack of interest in scheduling quality time together, making you feel like you're no longer a priority in their life. Emotionally, your partner may be present in body but distant in mind. They may appear disengaged or uninterested in your feelings, often distracted by their phone, work, or other distractions when you're together. They may not make an effort to listen when you express concerns, share joys, or seek emotional connection. This emotional unavailability can make you feel isolated, as if your needs and emotions are being ignored or dismissed. Another form of unavailability can be the inability to communicate when issues arise. If your partner consistently shuts down during conversations, avoids addressing important topics, or withdraws during conflict, it becomes difficult to resolve problems and move forward together. Healthy relationships thrive on open and honest communication, and when one partner is unavailable to discuss issues or share their feelings, it can prevent the relationship from growing and evolving. Being constantly unavailable can also result in a sense of imbalance in the relationship, where one partner is doing all the emotional labor, initiating contact, making plans, or handling problems alone. This one-sided effort can lead to feelings of resentment and neglect. If you notice that your partner is consistently unavailable, it's important to address the issue. Share how their behavior makes you feel and ask if there are underlying issues that need to be discussed. In some cases, life circumstances such as stress or personal struggles may contribute to their unavailability. However, if the pattern continues without effort to improve, it might be an indication that they are no longer emotionally committed to the relationship, or that they are avoiding confronting deeper emotional issues. In any case, being in a relationship with someone who is consistently unavailable can create a sense of emotional insecurity and lead to further detachment. Open, honest communication about your needs and expectations is key to navigating this challenge. 5. They criticize you instead of supporting you. In a loving relationship, both partners should feel supported, encouraged, and respected. Constructive criticism is a normal part of any relationship, but if your partner consistently criticizes you rather than offering support, it can be emotionally draining and damaging to your self-esteem. A pattern of negative criticism, especially if it's harsh or unjustified, may be a sign that your partner is no longer invested in fostering a positive, supportive dynamic. When someone truly cares about you, they offer feedback with kindness and understanding, with the intention of helping you grow or improving the relationship. However, if your partner frequently criticizes your actions, appearance, decisions, or even your personality without offering any constructive suggestions, it can feel like a personal attack rather than a genuine effort to help. Criticism becomes particularly harmful when it targets your self-worth, making you feel inadequate or unappreciated. Criticism in a relationship might start small, comments on your appearance or behavior, but over time, it can escalate and become more hurtful. A partner who criticizes everything you do can create a constant atmosphere of tension and self-doubt. Even if they claim they are just being honest or trying to help, it often reflects their inability or unwillingness to offer genuine support in a constructive way. Moreover, the lack of emotional support can further exacerbate the impact of criticism. In a healthy relationship, both partners should be there for each other, especially during tough times. However, if your partner's response to your struggles is to criticize you for being too emotional, for not handling things better, or for not meeting their expectations, it can leave you feeling alone and unsupported. Instead of lifting you up, they bring you down when you need encouragement the most. This pattern of behavior can gradually erode the trust and emotional connection between partners. The more your partner criticizes you, the more you may feel like you're walking on eggshells, trying to avoid triggering their judgment. Over time, this negativity can take a toll on your mental health and the overall well-being of the relationship. If you're in a relationship where criticism outweighs support, it's important to address the issue with your partner. Share how their words and actions affect you emotionally and ask for a more supportive and encouraging approach. It's crucial for both partners to foster a positive environment where they feel safe to express themselves without fear of judgment. If the criticism continues without change, it may signal that the relationship is no longer providing the nurturing and loving dynamic that you deserve. 6. They never apologize or take responsibility. Apologizing and taking responsibility for one's actions are essential aspects of a healthy, mature relationship. When your partner refuses to apologize or take responsibility for mistakes, it can lead to frustration, resentment, and a breakdown in trust. This behavior shows a lack of emotional maturity and a disregard for the impact their actions may have on you. In every relationship, misunderstandings and mistakes are inevitable. No one is perfect, and everyone occasionally acts in ways that may hurt their partner, whether intentionally or unintentionally. In these situations, a sincere apology and an acknowledgement of wrongdoing help to restore balance and reassure the hurt party that their feelings matter. However, if your partner consistently avoids apologizing or refuses to own up to their actions, it can make you feel invalidated and unimportant. A partner who never apologizes might often downplay their behavior, deflect blame onto you, or use phrases like, "You're overreacting," or "It's not a big deal." This lack of accountability can create a toxic dynamic where you feel like you are the only one responsible for maintaining peace or resolving issues. Over time, it may also lead to feelings of isolation, as you become emotionally burdened by the constant need to keep things smooth, while your partner remains emotionally distant or indifferent. When a partner avoids taking responsibility, it's not just about the individual incident. It reflects an unwillingness to grow, improve, or contribute to the relationship's emotional health. This lack of accountability can become particularly damaging during arguments or conflicts, as it prevents resolution and stalls any progress toward mutual understanding. The absence of an apology or acknowledgement of wrongdoing can leave you feeling stuck in an unresolved issue, building frustration and eroding trust. Moreover, if your partner never apologizes, it can lead to an unhealthy pattern of resentment. You may begin to feel like your feelings and needs are unimportant, leading to emotional detachment and a growing divide between you both. Without apologies or accountability, it becomes difficult to rebuild the trust necessary for a healthy relationship. If you're in a relationship with someone who refuses to apologize or take responsibility for their actions, it's important to address this behavior openly. Express how their lack of accountability makes you feel and why it's crucial for the relationship's health. If your partner continues to avoid responsibility or dismiss your feelings, it may indicate that they are not emotionally invested in making the relationship work. 7. They keep secrets or lie to you. Honesty and transparency are fundamental to building trust in any relationship. When your partner keeps secrets or lies to you, it undermines the foundation of trust and creates emotional distance. Lying or hiding the truth can have a profound impact on both individuals in the relationship, leading to feelings of betrayal, confusion, and insecurity. Keeping secrets doesn't always mean something dramatic, like infidelity, although that can be a part of it. Sometimes it can involve smaller things, like withholding information about their feelings, activities, or interactions with others. However, regardless of the scale, any form of secrecy can make you feel like you're being excluded from their life. This lack of openness creates a sense of unease, making it difficult to trust your partner and leaving you wondering what else they might be hiding. Lying is another clear sign that your partner is not being truthful. If you catch your partner in lies, even about minor things, it can erode the trust you've worked hard to build. Lies often create a cycle of doubt, where you constantly question their words and actions, unsure of what to believe. The more lies accumulate, the more it becomes difficult to feel emotionally secure in the relationship. A lack of transparency also signals that your partner may not fully value or respect you. In a healthy relationship, both partners should feel comfortable sharing their thoughts, fears, and desires without the fear of judgment or deceit. When secrets or lies become part of the equation, it indicates a serious breakdown in communication and respect. It may even reflect a lack of commitment or an unwillingness to be vulnerable with you. Moreover, when lies or secrets are uncovered, they often lead to arguments, disappointment, and a deep sense of betrayal. You may begin to question your partner's loyalty, their intentions, and even the authenticity of your entire relationship. Trust, once broken, is difficult to repair, and lying or keeping secrets can create emotional scars that linger long after the truth is revealed. If your partner is keeping secrets or lying, it's essential to confront the issue directly. Open and honest communication about the lies or hidden truths is key to understanding why they happened and how to move forward. If the behavior continues without remorse or a willingness to change, it may indicate that your partner is no longer emotionally invested in the relationship or that they do not have the necessary integrity to make the relationship work. 8. They don't make future plans together. In any committed relationship, both partners should be looking forward to a shared future, making plans that involve each other and align with common goals. If your partner consistently avoids making future plans with you, it may be a sign that they are not fully invested in the relationship or uncertain about its long-term potential. When a partner avoids discussions about the future, it creates a sense of uncertainty and can leave you questioning where the relationship is heading. Whether it's something as significant as planning for marriage, moving in together, or starting a family, or as simple as future vacations or events, making plans is an important way to demonstrate commitment. If your partner consistently avoids talking about future milestones or deflects questions about where you see yourselves in a year or more, it can leave you feeling emotionally unfulfilled and unsure about the direction of your relationship. In a healthy relationship, both partners should feel comfortable sharing their visions of the future and discussing how they can work together to achieve those goals. The lack of future planning often reflects a deeper emotional detachment, where one person may be reluctant to commit or is unsure if they see a future with you. It could also suggest that they are not emotionally ready for the level of commitment you expect, or that they no longer view the relationship as a long-term partnership. Moreover, avoiding future planning can create a feeling of stagnation. If you're the only one initiating plans or envisioning a future with your partner, it may make you feel like you're carrying the weight of the relationship's future alone. Over time, this imbalance can lead to frustration and resentment, as you feel like your partner is not equally committed to building a life together. It's also important to note that when both partners are genuinely invested in each other, they'll naturally want to plan for the future. They'll talk about dreams, set goals, and look forward to milestones they'll experience together. If your partner is consistently uninterested in these conversations, it's a red flag that they may not be as emotionally invested in the relationship as you are. If you're experiencing this, it's crucial to have an open conversation with your partner about your concerns and desires for the future. Discuss what you both envision and where you see the relationship going. If they continue to avoid these discussions or show a lack of interest, it may indicate that they're not ready or willing to commit to a future with you, and it may be time to reevaluate the relationship's long-term potential. 9. They prioritize other people or things over you. In a healthy relationship, both partners should feel like a priority in each other's lives. When your partner consistently prioritizes other people, such as friends, family or co-workers, or external factors like work, hobbies, or personal interests over you, it can make you feel undervalued, neglected, and unimportant. This pattern of behavior is a significant sign that the emotional bond between you may be weakening, and the relationship may not be receiving the attention it needs to thrive. Everyone has commitments and responsibilities. But when your partner habitually places others or other activities before you, it can create an unhealthy imbalance in the relationship. This could manifest in various ways, such as consistently cancelling plans with you to spend time with others, not making an effort to be there for important events in your life, or always prioritizing work over quality time together. Over time, this behavior may make you feel as though you're constantly competing for their attention, which can lead to feelings of isolation and frustration. The issue often goes deeper than just a few missed dates or plans. When someone regularly puts others or external things before you, it signals a lack of emotional availability and commitment. It can feel like they're not fully invested in the relationship or aren't making enough effort to nurture the bond. In healthy partnerships, both individuals work to balance their personal lives with their relationship, finding ways to give time and energy to both. If your partner is putting everyone else ahead of you, it can lead to a sense of emotional neglect. For instance, when you're going through a difficult time, you may need emotional support, but if your partner consistently chooses to spend time with their friends or bury themselves in work instead of being there for you, it can leave you feeling abandoned or unimportant. Likewise, if they seem to have more enthusiasm for spending time with others or engaging in their personal interests, it may feel like you no longer matter as much in their life. This kind of behavior can also cause tension, as you might start to resent the other people or things that are taking your partner's attention away from you. Instead of feeling like a team, it can feel like you're on your own, struggling to maintain the relationship while your partner is preoccupied with everything else. If you notice this pattern in your relationship, it's essential to address it openly. Share your feelings and let your partner know how their actions make you feel. Relationships require balance, and both partners should be willing to make each other a priority. If they don't acknowledge or make an effort to change this behavior, it may signal a lack of commitment to the relationship, and you may need to reconsider whether this partnership is meeting your emotional needs. 10. They don't show empathy or compassion. Empathy and compassion are essential in a loving relationship, as they allow partners to connect on an emotional level and support each other during difficult times. When your partner doesn't show empathy or compassion, it can create a sense of emotional neglect, making you feel unsupported, misunderstood, and alone in the relationship. Empathy involves understanding and sharing your feelings, while compassion goes a step further, motivating your partner to offer comfort and care when you're struggling. If your partner dismisses your emotions, belittles your struggles, or fails to acknowledge your pain, it indicates a lack of emotional investment. Instead of being a source of comfort, they may act indifferent or even irritated by your need for support. For example, if you're upset about a stressful situation at work and your partner brushes it off with comments like, "Just get over it," or "It's not a big deal," it can feel invalidating. Over time, this lack of emotional connection can lead to feelings of loneliness and frustration. In a healthy relationship, partners should feel like they can lean on each other and receive understanding, even in challenging moments. Another way a lack of empathy or compassion may show up is during conflicts. Instead of trying to understand your perspective or feelings, your partner might focus solely on defending themselves or dismissing your concerns entirely. This unwillingness to consider how their words or actions affect you can make resolving conflicts difficult and leave you feeling unheard. When empathy and compassion are absent, it often results in a one-sided relationship where one partner feels they're carrying all the emotional weight. This imbalance can cause resentment and erode the emotional bond that holds the relationship together. If your partner consistently lacks empathy or compassion, it's important to communicate how their behavior affects you. Let them know that understanding and support are essential for a healthy, fulfilling relationship. If they are unwilling to acknowledge your needs or make an effort to show more care, it may indicate that they are emotionally distant or disengaged from the relationship. Recognizing these signs can be a wake-up call for your relationship. Love should uplift and support both partners, and if you're feeling overlooked or undervalued, it's important to take action. Remember, you deserve a relationship where you are seen, heard, and cherished. Trust your instincts, communicate openly with your partner, and don't be afraid to prioritize your own emotional health. Relationships require effort from both sides, and if that effort isn't there, it might be time to reassess where you stand. Keep your heart open to love, but always remember to protect it. Your happiness matters most,